Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. So it's Saturday morning, early, 7:30. I believe it's October the 16th. I know it's been a while since I've made a video, and I apologize for that, but I know y'all understand. I've been doctoring this injured tendon in my foot and ankle and leg. Y'all, this thing has really knocked me for a loop. I wasn't expecting this. Did not see this coming, for sure. Try to be more cognizant of where I am at all times and not to be carrying anything in front of me that will block my view. You know, I have these reusable bags. I could have easily put the packages from the post office into the bags, carry them in my hand and stood in front of my body, blocking my view. My sister Bobby, she had gone into McDonald's one time. Her husband just pulled into the parking spot, and I don't know why they didn't go through the drive-thru. Probably ordered coffee and wanted to fix it herself or something. So anyway, she was walking out with the coffee in her hands and wasn't paying attention to where she was, and she missed stepping down off the curb also, and she splattered out onto the concrete. Coffee went flying all over the place, and there was a car coming up into the parking lot, and he had to slam on brakes to keep from running her over, and she couldn't get up. And Joe was sitting parked in the spot, and you know, he was facing outward. He wasn't looking parked, you know, to where he could see what had happened to her. Luckily, the guy that was pulling into the parking lot stopped and helped her get up and everything, but it broke her eyeglasses. So being careless and not watching where we're going or what we're doing can really, really turn out to be a bad thing for us. So this is a lesson that I learned in my old age, y'all. You know, I could always sense fear and things happening to my kids, and teaching them, you know, do this and do that and don't do this and don't do that. But I guess since my kids are grown and I'm not watching over them 24/7, I've forgotten how to be cautious and be careful and take cautionary measures. But I sure learned my lesson about this. Just the pain from this ankle has really done me in. I mean, I just even when I'm sitting with it soaking in the hot Epsom salt water, it still hurts. The ibuprofen that Jill bought me, it did help, but it started upsetting my stomach also. So I want to thank y'all for telling me to take it with milk, which I did, and I was able to tolerate it better when I washed it down with a glass of milk, but it still just left this kind of burning sensation in my stomach. So as bad as I was hurting yesterday, I forced myself to go to Walgreens, and I needed milk, and I thought, well, I'll just run in here and get the arthritis strength Tylenol and a half gallon of milk. And I got the arthritis strength Tylenol, and they were out of milk. So I just have been out of milk. Luckily, I did have one of those cartons of Chef stable milk in the pantry, so that's what I've been using in my coffee. I'm out of creamer too. I've got to get to the grocery store. I guess I could borrow one of Walmart's little carts, motorized carts that they have. But it is getting better. I'm going on almost 3 weeks now since I fell. It still, you know, shoots a sharp, excruciating pain up my leg when I put weight on it. But I am able to bear weight on it. I can walk better. I'll do the physical therapy exercises, and it is getting stronger, and it is healing. I'm still doing the massage therapy. Now, those doctors that have that YouTube channel, Brad and Bob, Dr. Brad and Dr. Bob, I was watching one of their videos on how to do the physical therapy for a torn ligament or a sprained ankle, and they were saying to do the alphabet with your foot. I mean, that's crazy to hear somebody say it, but I was watching them demonstrate it. So you just take your foot and you form the capital letters of the alphabet. Say the A, so you would go up, the one side, and then come back down on the right side, and then make the bar across the middle of the A, and then you would form the B and the C. I got about as far as the G, and that was it. Lordy, that hurts. All those different ranges of motion, but I'm sure it's good therapy. I may try it again when I get home today from babysitting, but take my arthritis strength Tylenol first. Okay, so Jill called in and ordered some bagels for us. I decided to get instead of the bagel with cream cheese, I decided to get a bacon, egg, and melted cheddar cheese bagel. So I'll be going in there and picking that up. She's got to get an early start this morning. I think her first patient is at 8. Or she has to clock into work by 7:50 and then start setting up her patients for the day. Issa loves the cinnamon raisin bagel with melted cheddar cheese on it. But Ife doesn't like eggs. That's very strange for a child to dislike eggs. And it's a big problem because eggs are a mainstay of our diet. Don't have any meat in the house, you can always crack open an egg and throw that in your rice and beans and dinner or something and have your protein, but she just refuses to eat eggs. So Jill's going to order her I guess it's just going to be a sandwich, some toasted bread with bacon and cheese on it. She does love bacon, and she loves the hash browns from the deli, so. She loves oatmeal. I don't know if Jill has ever bought her the oatmeal from McDonald's. But if she hasn't, she needs to try it because it's very good. Marco's daughter, Jackie, she used to go to McDonald's every morning and get her the oatmeal. She was such a tightwad, y'all, that she would drive to a different McDonald's and a different, all those little towns are real close together. The Seagard and Wall Township and all those towns. So whenever you go out of one town into another, the tax rate might be a little different. So she would drive further to a McDonald's where the tax was 7% on her McDonald's oatmeal instead of 7.5%. She'd drive her Mercedes. Oh, Lordy, y'all. I still have more stories to tell about that crazy daughter. Me and her butted heads all the time. Okay, so I'm almost at Dr. Bagel.